Yo,
What's going on? You know what it is? Episode 10 of the MOSHCAST with LJ
and Sai.
And Almighty Sai.
This is episode X for you people who like Roman numerals. We actually did what? Yeah.
2 hands. You gotta count.
10 fingers worth.
10 fingers. 10 motherfucking
I just had my
fingers.
second coronavirus vaccine. I'm tired as fucking sore.
COVID vax. Everybody
That thing
getting
wears you
COVID
out.
vax. Everybody getting.
But
all
good
that
news
good
is, at work, they're handing out a $75 bonus to people who showed they got the vaccinations. So not only am I going to get $75 on my check after next,
Right.
I don't have to wear a mask.
Boom. You
Good
heard it here
incentive,
first,
man.
guys. There are perks to getting the COVID vaccine.
At Walmart, at least. I don't think everyone needs... Nobody should be forced to get it.
Correct.
But I'm glad I got it. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's an extra $75 for
Yeah.
me, and I don't have to wear a mask. And I even asked, I was like, do I have to wear it in front of customers too? And he's like, no, you don't. I was like,
Good.
all I gotta do is just prove I'm certified, take my form in there, or card in there, fill out a form, and
Right.
hand that in, and bam.
Bada
Ka-ching.
bing, bada boom.
That's pretty dope.
This beat is 9mm. It's his newest song. It's called Slime Language 2 type beat, produced by 9mm. It's on YouTube. Pretty dope beat. I like it. So check him out. 9mm beats.
That's dope.
But
I like that.
LJ, we have a fuck ton to talk about, dude.
Good, because I'm going in empty. I have nothing except the Corona rant. You know what's funny, too, is I've been in... Okay, last night, I
Right.
felt fine.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and recorded some covers. By the way, KBX coming up with some new shit soon. So anyway, I did the cover of the Legend of Zelda theme from the NES game.
Yeah.
I also did the Killer Instinct opening theme, which is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Nice.
I was like, that's like the baddest fucking theme. And I was so happy because like I was playing the solo and Neva's in there, you know, watching YouTube and, you know, she's real quiet whenever I'm
doing
recording.
Neva things.
And she messaged me, she goes, that sounds awesome. I was like, fuck yeah.
Fuck yes.
When the people in the next room were like, hey, play it louder, I'm like, yes.
Dude, you know what? Speaking of fucking crazy shit, man. So my friend Eric, there's a whole bunch of meme pages on Instagram and stuff, and one day it said, I need the number of the guy that has the beans. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Eric posted my phone number on that Instagram post. And someone calls me at fucking 1 a.m, like a few months ago, and goes, "Hey, you got the beans?" I'm like, "What, dude?" Like, I didn't know. I thought it was one of my friends making a joke. You know, they're like,
Might as well have been.
You got the motherfucking beans and not. And I was like, dude, I was like, Harley? Who the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck? And he goes, he didn't tell me who he was. And so I went to sleep. He calls me again in the fucking morning. I'm like, dude, I got the beans, but I don't know who the fuck you are, dude.
I want my motherfucking beans, man.
I was like, I'll give you your beans, but honestly, if you're not one of my friends, man, I don't know who you are. And he goes, nah, man, I saw your phone number on one of the meme pages on Instagram, so I called. He's from Alabama. Get out of here, cat.
The cat's right behind the camera, so if you see it wiggling or anything, I apologize. Hopefully he doesn't tip it over because he's an asshole. Kyoshi.
Get out of here.
Kyoshi. He's just chilling. He's like, what?
Yeah.
What? Get down.
I think he'll be all right. But
I hate yelling at cats. Get the fuck down. Sorry. Sorry to you soft-eared viewers out there. Get the fuck down.
Get in.
Or come up here, either one.
Get down.
That's cats for you.
There he goes. There he goes. Oh, well, sorry about that little earthquake there. But so he's like, nah, you know, I got it from that meme page or whatever. And dude, we started just talking. And I was like, where are you from, dude? And he goes, I'm from Alabama and shit. We started talking and stuff and all that.
They don't eat beans in Alabama, do they?
They got hella beans over there in Alabama. But basically, all this story comes down to is I showed him my music, and now he jams out to all my music on the website and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
So shout out to fans, you know. It's badass to know that there's people like not in this area that listen to my shit too.
Yeah.
So shout out to fucking B-Man in Alabama.
Hey, hold the phone real quick. I'm going to go ahead and do something real quick.
Okay, sounds good. We'll talk about some stuff. I talked to LJ about this, so a lot of shit's been going on. Been happening. Good stuff. So basically, I moved to a bigger town, completely across the other side of where LJ's at. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of changes in the podcast. As you can tell, there's not a podcast on this week, but there will be. We'll be back on schedule next week. And I apologize. That's my fault because I had to move, and there was just no way around it. I just had to get everything out of the house and so on and so forth. But so basically, what's going to happen is we're going to get back on schedule, but there's going to be a lot more guests on the podcast. It's basically what it's going to be. We're a music-oriented podcast, but we also talk about a lot of politics and a lot about. I mean, I wouldn't say a lot about politics. We just voice our opinions on some things.
I'd say also we address shit floating around on social media.
Yeah.
Because
So I mean, we don't get too deep in politics, and I said that we weren't going to, but we touch bases on things that are happening in the world, basically. But that's basically what's going to happen. We're going to have a lot of guests that are local, and they're going to be either musicians or artists or whatever, and we're going to talk about their process and how they got to be and who they are in the music world and so on and so forth. That way we can see faces on who we shout out sometimes,
groovy.
Like maybe we get Big O, or we get sorry guys. Maybe we get Big O, or we get there's Slumville or Chroma Leaf or whoever, and they'll come on and then we'll talk. Because I don't know if you saw, but I was on someone else's podcast last week.
I did not see.
So it's on my Facebook and stuff. I'll shoot you the link and stuff. But there's a guy and there's two guys. Shout out to Brian and G Mantis. They're from Alabama. And I don't know how we got in contact with them, but basically what had happened is he saw my post that I posted on Facebook about the money problem and the wage crisis, and he goes, "Dude, I want you on my podcast." So I called in and we talked, for like an hour, almost 2 hours about everything. So what that opened up my mind to, how about we just have people on? Yeah. That way, because the drive. That's why I was saying I moved on the opposite side of LJ, and so the drive is crazy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to chill out at least a few weeks. So what we'll do is we'll have LJ on. Me and him are the main guys. But to chill my time out, we're gonna have to move and adjust a little bit in a good way. So that being said, we're going to be back on schedule, but you're just going to see a lot of new faces and a lot of new things happening. So we'll keep you informed.
The upload schedule is also changing too, ain't it?
Yeah, the upload schedule will be changed because LJ's schedule at work changed, and we're having another earthquake.
Well, not necessarily, but like on Wednesday, whenever we record the podcast, sometimes I run into technical difficulties when I'm trying to upload it or save it, and it takes forever. So if I start on Wednesday, then I can at least guarantee it's Wednesday night or Thursday. So at the very latest, Friday, but on the earliest, Thursday from now on. Nice. Unless us fuckers tell you otherwise.
Right, so that'll
at least give me a chance to get the whole thing sorted out and edited and uploaded and all that.
Right.
Come up with a catchy name.
Yeah. So that being said, we're going to be back on schedule and stuff, and then you'll see our faces, our ugly-ass fucking mugs on YouTube and on our website again. But we just had to take a break for that week, and we're back on schedule. But, dude, that move was crazy. And it was out of the blue. It was out of nowhere. So
Canyon's real fucking far away. If y'all ever looked at a map.
Yeah.
Because I kept commenting on that. He's probably like, yes, I know, LJ. Fucking shut up. But anyways, yeah, that's cool, man. It's a hell of a drive, though. Do you have a vehicle that's good on gas like that, or?
Yeah. I mean, my car is pretty good on gas. It's just I drive it constantly, and I don't want a lot of mechanical problems to happen to it.
I feel you.
There's already a few things already wrong with it. Not too bad, but at the same time, it's like, how long is this going to last until it kaputs again? Because my job, and this was our thought process on why we moved. It was a good thing because we're closer to a lot of venues. We can get a lot of, I can probably do a lot of, like a few open mics or bars or whatever, which would be nice. But at the same time, I'm adding an extra hour on my job, and granted, I don't work a lot in my job, and it's not a lot of hard work. It's just I'm constantly driving my car. It's not like, oh, I'm going to park here and then work for 4 hours and then drive my car back. Because I could do the drive from Canyon to Hereford every night. No big deal. It's that I'm going to be driving to Canyon, driving in Hereford, going to Dimmitt, coming back from Dimmitt, and then driving back to Canyon.
That's a lot of stress on the engine.
Yeah, so.
Damn, dude.
So, like today, I was like, well, I'm gonna come over here, and we're gonna do the podcast and stuff. But even then, I was like, God damn, it is a drive, man. And I'm used to driving. It's just that when I got to Fresno, I was like, I should be in Clovis already.
Yeah, no shit.
And so, just stuff like that, and it'll help LJ. It'll help me. It'll help everybody to know that like it. LJ will get more stuff in his mind to talk about, and I'll get more stuff on my mind to talk about. That way, we're not like stressing too much on what our topics are going to be.
Also, if you guys noticed,
get out of here. Get out of here.
I went ahead and got a trim for you.
Get out of here. Oh, you got you got.
Not only am I fully vaccinated against the coronavirus, I also trim my beard.
Yeah, now you look fly.
Hell yeah, this is the lowdown that y'all know, huh? And if you don't, now you do. Nice
if
to
you
meet
don't know, now you know.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's all we got for the schedule and stuff like that regarding releases and things like that. I was wondering if I could do something else also, like if I have an idea for something I wanted to talk about, if I could do like a podcast, like not like a podcast, but like a sidecast.
Oh, yes, 100%.
Something about music, but like, like
so
LJ's
and
cupboard or some shit.
This is my idea with the whole podcast and stuff. Sorry, guys.
I like putting you on the spot.
This the cat is really messing with the
He's
camera and
a dick,
stuff.
Man.
That's all right. So I have this idea about podcasts, and shout out to a lot of the comedians that I watch that do podcasts. They've kind of inspired me to do this idea, and I don't know if it's going to lift up or whatever, but there is a comedian out there that does a podcast. His name's Tom Segura, and he does it with his wife, Christina P.
Dope.
And he's on my shirt. This is Tom Segura. This is the guy that I listen to.
Oh.
His podcast is called Your Mom's House. He's fucking amazing. Christina P is fucking amazing. I love them. But they kind of inspired me to do podcasts in the way that they're doing it. They made a podcast, right? Mm-hmm. And then Tom Segura made a podcast with his friend Bert Kreischer. And they're doing a podcast called Two Bears. Shout out Two Bears, One Cave. And then Christina, his wife, has another podcast that she does. And then they have the famous Dr. Drew under them, and they do a podcast with him. And then they have
Dr. Drew.
Yeah, and then they have another guy, Josh Potter, under them that does a podcast. And then they have another guy, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. I know he's from Honeydew, the Honeydew podcast, and he's under them. And it's like a huge like kingdom of like podcasts that are under Your Mom's House.
Podcast right? Cinematic Universe.
So yeah. So that being said, MOSHCAST, and then if you want to do something of your own, boom. Because I have an idea that I want to do with my friend Eric, and then we'll those will be sister podcasts to the MOSHCAST.
Nice.
And am I stealing an idea? I don't know. Tom and Christina, I'm sorry.
It's not like they own the rights to the format.
Right. They inspired me, and I want my ideas out, and I want to speak a lot. I talk a lot. I'm fucking loud. I fucking, I have a lot of opinions, which, by the way, I'm not gonna fucking talk shit on people, but that last fucking video I posted on Facebook about the wage crisis.
Yeah.
I got a call from one of my friends, and he was just talking. He was joking around, but he was talking shit because something had happened last night. Hammer, get out of here! Shoo!
Cats again.
Yeah, but something had happened at my job, and I posted on my Snapchat, if anybody wants a job, this is how much it's gonna, pay, and here it is. Yeah. And he calls me and he goes, sorry. He goes, that's not a lot of money for that job. Or he's like, what if the newspaper gets there late or blah blah. And he was just joking. He was just bullshitting. He was just joking around because I was talking shit about the wage crisis and people not getting enough money and blah blah. Which, bottom line, the wage crisis for me is that people need to get enough money. And as for me and the people that I work with don't get enough money either. I want people to understand that I'm in a situation to where I get enough money, and there's people that are under me that don't get enough money, and I want them to get enough money, right?
Right.
That's all it is. I'm on everyone's side. I want people to get enough money to survive at their job, and the people that have been there long enough, like you, LJ, to get enough money to be happy. Because you've been there for that long,
Yeah.
to be comfortable and be like, oh, I could stay here I could retire if I wanted to, right?
Yeah, I'm actually really comfortable right now. I was able to buy a new vehicle for the wife.
Yeah.
We can get the better internet, shit like that. And also, to piggyback on this week at work, I actually ran into both sides of the coin.
Oh,
I ran into kids who didn't want to work and people who were trying to get a job and couldn't. And people who, so what happened was, we've had a lot of new people and a lot of call-ins. Some call-ins from people who've been there a while, others from new people. And it doesn't look good for you, first of all, if you call in and you're new, okay? If you have a 100%. Real emergency, fine, but if you make a habit out of it right away, I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't look very good on you and also your boss because they hired you.
Right.
And it's like,
So now there's this new manager we have. Well, not new, but he's from another shift way back when, and now he's on our shift again. So he's very by the book. Doesn't let us listen with earbuds, but he'll let us listen with speakers. Like, what the fuck was that? Right. So now we have all sorts of noise pollution, and that's no big deal. I mean, I talk to my coworkers anyway. So one of the coworkers that's been there for about a year already, he goes, oh, man, I'm not getting paid enough for this. I'm like, excuse me? Fucking excuse me, you just made $15 an hour and you're not making enough to deal with the dude who's taking your earbuds away?
Yeah,
what the fuck? So then I told him, I was like, dude, I've dealt with a lot worse for a lot less.
Right.
I was like, you have no idea. I was like, if you don't like it, that's fine. You can quit. It's your choice. And if you're not happy at a job, I suggest you quit that job. You know?
Right.
Worst
100%.
case scenario, you get a new job. It sucks. Get a new fucking job. It may not be easy to find that new job, but, if you're not happy, why should you be miserable?
Right. Exactly.
And that's what I was telling these kids. And what's funny, a lot of these kids who were like, man, I'm not making enough, they gained a lot of respect for me because I was giving them the spiel of, dude, I've been here 15 years. It's been worse. This is nothing.
Right.
And so I inspired them, to work and to stay.
Stick around
because
and do the job.
They were able to look past, this is manager bullshit.
Right.
It's every job's gonna have an asshole. Is what I told them. It's like
every job's gonna be tough too.
Yeah, every job's gonna have an asshole. There's gonna be times that it's super unfair. There's gonna be times that it's really fair. Yoshi, sorry, my cat's dragging the camera.
That's all right.
But they gained a lot of respect for me because they're like, dude, you're an OG. You've been here a while. You know the shit. And if you're happy, we're happy. I was like, what the fuck just happened? I was kind of surprised because, suddenly they went from, I don't want to be here to, hey, man, I'll see you tomorrow. I was like,
yeah. If they have a healthy work environment, then it all works,
Yeah.
My job has a healthy work environment. Granted, I'm by myself basically, but that's my healthy work environment. It is shitty. There are days where I don't get my paper until like 4 or 5 in the morning, but at the same time, it's like they give me enough slack. They give me enough. Look at them. Get out of here,
Kiyoshi.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I wish I had a time machine and a condom. I mean, what? But
it pays enough. It pays enough to where I'm like, okay, cool. And the hours are not that shitty. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can stay here. As much as the days where I'm over here like, man, like, I've had a rough fucking night. The paper, I got done with the paper at like fucking 9 in the morning, blah, blah. Like, at the end of the day, I'm still going to go and do my job because I love doing my job.
Exactly.
And so it just gives people initiative. Whenever it's like you give people initiative to be like, you know what, I can stay here a few more days, and then a few more days ends up being a whole year, and then they get like paid vacation, and they get those days off.
This place is generous for vacation. You can earn as you burn.
Yeah,
and that's something I pointed out too. I was like, dude, the fucking vacation time is crazy in this place. Like, they just hand it to you. Like, no shit. I was able to take entire weeks at a time, or just take 2 days on 1 week, attached to my weekend. I'd have a 4-day weekend.
Right.
All the fucking time. 2019 and 2020 were just like that.
Nice.
Lots of vacation time.
And people, what these kids don't understand also is that, like, once you start a new job, it's going to be tough for you because
it's never going to be easy.
You have to get your first paycheck, and then you have to budget, and you have to figure out what your finances are, and then you have to work all these crazy hours because you're the new guy, and people are going to expect more from you because you are the new guy and you need to do this job. But at the end of it all, you get those paid vacations, you get those days off, you get a raise or whatever, and then you're like, okay, I can actually do this.
Yeah, I can pay off my debts now, and I got a new van for my wife. Not new, but like old new.
It's new to you.
It's something that I didn't think I could have when I was getting paid before. So I'm happy.
Right.
I'm very happy.
So I get a call from my friend, and he's just talking shit, and it's like, I understand that friends joke around and bullshit and stuff like that, but dude, so I messaged you and Grim the other day, and I was like, you know what? Everything's off the table. I'm doing something new. I was going through this. I wasn't going through this crisis, but there was a lot of change happening in my life at this moment. And I was like, I like where it's going, but what I want to grow is not happening.
Right.
So
I saw something about Mosh Pit Mafia, and I was like,
yeah. So, I texted y'all and I said, everything's off the table. I'm starting brand new. I'm making a new album, and the Mosh Pit Mafia thing is gonna be kind of at a hold as of right now until I figure out, because it might. There's a lot of stuff, and I don't want to put it on podcast, but that's basically where it started, is. And I was watching a podcast that night. It was weird as fuck because I was watching a podcast that night, and they were talking about nobody gives a shit. And it's not like you or me, LJ. It's that, like,
a disregard for other people.
It's a disregard for other people that have been in your life for so long. And I can bend over backwards for people in my life and be like, you know what, I got you. I can take care of, I'll do this for you. I'll do whatever. But when I feel like, and I know it's not true, but I feel like there's people in my life that just disregard everything that I'm trying to work for so that we can all eat.
There's people like that in my family too.
And so what happened was, it was just like, this is taking too long. This doesn't need to be happening. It's like you and me have an idea, we fucking get it done. That fucking Halloween EP, we got it done in like 3 weeks. We cranked it out fucking hard. The podcast, we said we're gonna do it. Boom! It took us like a month to figure it out, and we got it going. You know, and it's just like, I'm gonna give you a time frame, and I'm gonna do it right. If I say, hey, I need this done, and you're gonna get something at the end. I don't know when or where or what time. We're gonna get something at the end, and it doesn't happen. Then you're off the fucking train, bro. Like. And that's the biggest thing, is like, I as a person have to understand that I'm working for myself and for my daughter, and nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares about me. Nobody cares about my daughter. I have to do this shit alone, right? And I know that I got you, and I know that I got the people that are behind all of this, like Grim and Cairo and shit. It's just that, like, I'm trying to build something I'm trying to build something, and people are like, yeah, I'm fucking down, dude. And then 2 or 3 months later down the road, they got shit. Are you on? Because I don't see nothing on. It's like saying that you live in a house with no electricity or water. Like, are you even in a house? You got a roof over your head, yeah, but you have this fucking idea over your head, yeah, but are you doing anything with it? That's
exactly like when I was in the band Pinpoint. Like, I would hang out with the drummer, and we'd try to write songs, and I had all sorts of ideas, and he'd just sit there behind the drum set. I'm like, you gonna play anything? He's like... I was like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And that same day, I wrote the song Bad Motherfucker, and that's like my favorite shit ever.
Right. And
it's initiative.
And it inspired me, because I know that Grim has a little logo under his sleeve that he made, and you've seen it. It's the one with the fucking star.
Yeah.
And it inspired me. That logo and then the attitude that I had that night inspired me to write this new album that I have. And, I was talking to you about doing this whole big huge album with Tim and all this shit and blah blah.
And
Now,
Eva's got your back too.
yeah, and Eva's got my back too. And don't get me wrong, I got my family and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just when I need when we need as a musical community,
right.
when we need something to happen and it doesn't happen, it sets all of us back.
Right.
All of us back. And like I said, I'm not talking shit about nobody. It's just I'm stepping in the right direction, I feel like. You are stepping in the right direction, I feel like. Grim is, Cairo the Chosen is stepping in the right direction, I feel like. But until people that want to fuck with us until people that want to fuck with us sacrifices something, then we can fuck with them back.
Right.
And it's like, if I said, hey, LJ, I need a fucking song in a month. I need you to make a song in a month. I know that I can get probably that song in like a week or 2 weeks.
Yep.
If I tell somebody else anything like that, they're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, dude, I got you. And then fucking, a year later, and there's nothing. And it sets us back so fucking much to where if I'm making an album and I need those songs from a certain person and they don't do it, and I give them recording time, I give them beats to use, I give them ideas and they still don't do anything, it's like, what are we doing here?
Remember that one beat from, damn, I'm drawing a blank. That one beat, the laid back one.
Oh, yeah, from Tim?
Yeah, Tim wrecked. I remember you were like, hey, man, do you want to rap on this beat? Here's a verse for reference. And I cranked it out in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, here you go.
Yeah, I was at work, and in like 15 minutes, you sent me a fucking...
Yeah, spit it last episode, too.
Yeah. So it's just like, it gave me that motive where it's like, nobody gives a shit except for me. And if you fuck with me, then great. And I'll fuck with you too. But I have to see something. I have to see something in that, Right. I'm not just fucking with you, LJ, because you're just a guy to hang out with. You help me. You help me with my music. I help you with your music, and we get shit done.
I get shit done.
I see this as music is my everything. Music is life. I fucking love music, but also at the same time, I'm trying to make it into a fucking business.
Exactly.
And numbers and shit going through my head and stuff. But I'm going back. I'm throwing into a fucking rant and stuff. But going back to my friend, joking around and talking shit and stuff, and it's like, bro, like, I understand that my thoughts and my agendas and my beliefs are fucking insane. You don't have to fuck with them, right? But at the same time, it's like, you've been joking about my shit for a long time, and I'm getting fucking tired of it.
Right.
I'm getting super tired of it, because I don't go to you and be like, hey, yo, guess what? That fucking orange fucking dumbass Trump got fucking impeached and shit, joking around about it all fucking day,
Yeah.
I don't go around saying, oh, you're a pro-lifer, or you don't give a fuck, what about the guys in the military? They fucking died too. Do you care about that? I don't go and call my friends and be like, hey, you dumbass, that's kind of stupid, and joke around.
Shitting on them or whatever. Yeah. Not to derail the conversation, but yesterday I was driving around. We saw a house with a Trump 2024 flag. And I was like, God damn it.
Dude, we need something. You know what? I think we need RoboCop to be president or something.
Yeah, man. 3 prime directives: serve the public, trust, protect the innocent, and don't be a bitch.
Exactly. He would be the best president. RoboCop would
don't be
the
an
best
asshole,
fucking president.
RoboCop for president.
But I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, I always joke around about this shit, but the more we move forward into our life, every year we step closer and closer to being a post-apocalyptic world. And it's like,
yeah, for real.
And she goes,
Thanks, Clinton.
You need to fucking stop saying that. I'm like, no, but for real though, we have people putting gasoline in bags right now because the shortage. You hear about that?
Yeah, somebody posted this meme that showed the Joker from The Dark Knight and had a quote from him like, give these people enough time or whatever, or a reason to, and they'll tear each other apart.
Yeah.
And it showed all the people collecting gas and even stealing gas from people.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
siphoning. That's post-apocalyptic, bro. That's Mad Max at its finest right there.
I can truly say, though, yes, during Obama's administration, the fucking gas was expensive as shit.
Yeah.
The only good thing I could see from Trump's administration on my end was that shit was cheaper and that the gas was cheaper.
Right.
So
right.
I'll give credit where credit's due.
Right. And that's also saying that COVID fucked the gas business up really bad last year, and now they're trying to get their money back, and everything is evidence to where it's like, we understand that we had a president. Now we don't have a president. Now we have another president, and COVID happened last year. And all of this gas situation is people pointing at each other, like that Spider-Man meme where Spider-Man's pointing at himself.
Yeah.
And it's all those Spider-Mans in a circle, and they're like this. And it's like gas companies, Trump, Biden, the administration, like the Christ, you know, and they're all pointing at each other, trying to blame each other. And it's like, no, like there's one simple thing right here in the face. It's just we're trying we live in a capitalistic world, and we're just people that want money. Yeah, capitalistic world. Like the country that we live in is capitalistic, and we just want money. We're just money hungry, money.
Did you know that America does not use our own oil reserves?
No, we
all
don't.
All the oil we use, we import.
Yeah.
This is our reserve. We're basically like, hands off, motherfucker. This is our backup.
Yeah, this is like we're taking everybody else's, and then whenever the time comes, we're going to use ours.
Yeah, it all comes down to money. That's what it is.
And as bad as all of the sounds there are, it's setbacks. Everything is a setback. We do this, there's a setback for that. We do something else, there's a setback to that. And that's where that pipeline came into play, where we went away with that pipeline, is because the pipeline was going, I think, I could be wrong. I'm not going to Google it. I know that I'm probably wrong. If you have the information, let me know. But the pipeline was going through a reserve.
Yes, it was.
And so I, as a person that believes in humanity, understands that there has to be another way to do this other than to destroy what is not ours.
Right.
You know, and it's on quote unquote American soil, but it also is quote unquote Native Americans soil, or not Native American, indigenous people's soil. And it's like, where is this? We just have setbacks on setbacks on setbacks, and we don't know where to go from there.
Yeah, there are no easy answers to this shit.
There are no easy answers.
There is no way you can just sit there and be like, bam, do this. No, you cannot. Because it's a matter of fairness,
yes,
but also of, getting what you need, but not fucking over another person.
Yes,
you know?
Yes, 100%.
Which fairness, And that's what this country is very terrible at. I mean, look how we fucking handled, Guantanamo Bay.
Right.
All sorts of shit. The cage thing, the ICE people,
the children.
America does not know what the fuck they're doing, and if they do, then they're just fucking terrible at it.
Yeah, America.
I love this country, but I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. I love where I live. I'm glad that we have the freedoms that we have, because me and LJ wouldn't be on YouTube doing this shit right now.
I wouldn't live anywhere else in the world.
Right,
honestly.
Right. There are, though, things that we can fix to become a better America.
Yes.
And we can make it livable for everybody in the world if they wanted to. Anybody can live here. That was the American dream, was that people can come over here and have a better opportunity. And yes, the freedoms that we have are better than the freedoms that are in other countries. But is that it? Is that it? Right? You get more money, blah, 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 all that stuff. But in the grand scheme of things, everything is still expensive, and everything is still hard to get. Especially like American-made things, so on and so forth. And once you get down to the nitty-gritty, it's like you see this big, huge number at the end of your paycheck, but how much are you spending it on just surviving here? Right. And that's where people have a hard time. That's where people have a hard time seeing the bigger picture. And it's like, I'm here for humanity. I want everybody to live. I want everybody to survive. I care about all of the world, right? And I also care about the world in itself, and I also believe in sacrifices. And it's like we have an employment crisis, we have a wage crisis. If your boss came up to you, LJ, right, and said, "Hey, nobody's wanting to work. We have fucking, I don't know, how many people do you have work at night with you?"
It's supposed to be 40, but we only have 20.
Okay,
26.
So what would happen if you only had 10 people? If everybody...
That's happened. We just pushed through the night, and then the next morning we hear about how terrible we did.
Right.
It's just another day,
right.
Dude.
But so the boss comes to you, right, and says, "You know what? We need more people, and we don't have enough money. So we're gonna take $5 from your wage, and we're gonna give it to somebody else." What would you what would you do then?
I want to know, first of all, who they're giving it to.
Right.
I want to know if it's going to be evenly distributed.
Right.
And I want to know what I'm making.
Right.
In that order.
At the end of the day,
I won't mind helping somebody out if they're doing badly, but I want them to work too.
Right.
You know what
if they said our wage right now is not good, our wage right now for people to work here is not good enough for them to come and work. So we gotta take some money out of your paycheck to pay for these people to work, and so we have enough people to help you at night. And if they give you all the information, would you still do it?
Communism.
Would you do it though?
It depends how much.
Right, it depends.
Yoshi.
And
But
and that and that's what's having and that's where people fall is that decision right there.
And then the argument could be like, on my end, be like, well, I earned what I'm making now. Why would I sacrifice that?
Right.
And the thing is, we're making a pretty good amount right now.
Right.
Walmart is a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah, Walmart.
If it was a smaller
Walmart's
company,
not hurting.
if Walmart's, if there was a smaller company I was working for, I could see them doing that.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
Like fuck, there are businesses that hire $12 an hour.
Yeah.
Still, right.
Yeah. My job got cut. Everybody got cut in their pay. Right. We just got a cut like maybe almost a year ago because of the COVID crisis and all that stuff.
Right.
And here I am. I'm still working there because I know the sacrifice that I have to do to keep this job, because I know for a fact that if I end up trying to find another one, it's not going to be as good as what I have now. And that's where, like I said, that's where people fall, is like, if you have to sacrifice, they don't want to. Oh, they don't fucking want to. Humans don't want to.
Of course.
Humans don't want to fucking sacrifice shit. It's me. I need the money. It's my money. I want it now type shit. And if they take it away from me, then I fucking quit, because fuck you, And
I have waited 15 years to make this.
Yeah, yeah. If that's the way you want to live,
I understand that.
If that's the way you want to live, then so be it. But at the same time, we have to be humble. We have to be at peace. We have to understand the situation. And if it comes down to it, and if I was in a situation where it's like, hey, somebody's gonna take some of your money so that we can have a better business, then I'm like,
now
okay.
here's the thing though. If I found out, like, let's say there was a single mother or something like that, or a father that was out of money or whatever, and he was making less, or they cut his pay, I would give him some of my check.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Offer it.
If I knew all the information, it was like a single mom needs a job, Walmart's not paying enough to even get her to survive with her kids, and they said, you're gonna pay for her to work here, your money's gonna go to her paycheck, right? I'm gonna say 100%. 100%.
But here's the thing, though. We can sit here and say that we will do that, but the fact of the matter is, if it did happen, most people would be like, why?
That's what I'm saying. If
that actually happened, you'd probably be like, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at, man. Is that at the end of the day, are people willing to sacrifice any of this shit? And I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm a god. I'm not going to pay for somebody like I'm not going to pay for somebody that's doing less than me, getting paid as much or even the same amount as me. I'm not going to do it. I know that for a fact. But if somebody was, if I got paid, I don't know, $18 an hour, right? And they said, we're going to take $5 away from you and give it to a person that's making, like, I don't know, $8.25. They're still making less than me, but they're going to do the same job. I'm going to be like, okay, yeah, I can budget. I can do these things. School is what made me who I am. My parents made me who I am today. And if I got passed through making $11 an hour to the $18 an hour that I have now, I can definitely do it again.
Puberty made me the man I am today.
Puberty made me the man.
I'm sorry, I feel like shit. Yeah, man. Like, the fuck was I gonna say? I had something clever planned to talk about.
Does the COVID vaccine, does it fog your
mind?
My
brain,
up?
I've had a headache all day. Like, it hasn't been like a screaming headache, but it switches from my left eyeball to my right eyeball. Trying to remember what I was going to say, because it was actually relevant to that, and I just thought puberty made me the man I am today.
That's all right.
Almighty side!
But yeah, that was my rant for today, and I just if
coughing.
people are watching this and they're new to the music world and they're new to trying to make a business or whatever the fuck you're trying to do by yourself, just know that nobody gives a fuck what you're doing, and you have to do that shit by yourself. You have to push. Make sure the people that are behind you are 100% and they can support and they can sacrifice and they can do all this shit. Make sure that your fucking people will eat the same way you're eating, and then after that, nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a fuck.
Well, I was going to say now, I remember. So, like, at work, even on the hardest nights, even if it seems like we failed or we succeeded, I always make it a point to tell the people I'm working with, hey, man, good job. You did real good tonight.
Right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
100%. You know,
Deuces.
There's a lot of times where a lot of shit happens. Like last night, there's a lot of stuff that happens that we just fuck up on.
Morale is a lot, dude.
We're all human, you know.
Yeah.
Last night I had to get on to one of my people because she's an elder lady. She just had surgery, right? I 100% understand. I get it. Especially doing this type of job, you're sitting down late at night and it's hard. And especially if you're older and you have surgery, it's going to be tough, right?
Right.
I get a call from a guy that doesn't even is not under me. And it's like, hey, so-and-so, you got a call. You got a call going on. Louisiana called you. He goes, hey, so-and-so said this. She's not doing it tonight. And I was like, why are you telling me this? And he goes, I don't know. She told me. And I said, this is the first time me hearing it. And so I texted her. I was like, you're not doing the paper tonight? And she goes, no. And I said, do your customers have notes saying that you're not going to be there tonight? And she goes, no. And I was like, look, I understand your situation, but you can't do that. There's no way you can do that shit. And I told her, like I said, she apologized. She said, I'm sorry. This is what's happening, blah, blah. And I'm like, first of all, you have to tell me everything that's going to happen. You have to tell me everything that's happening, right? And then we have to figure out what we're going to do. If you can't follow these rules, then I have to move on. I have to move on, you know? And so, you know, I know that people are human. Everybody's human. We all fuck up. We do stupid shit. At the end of the day, if you can't do what I'm asking of you, then we have to move on to the next. And I was like, I'm giving you this warning. Bada bing, bada boom. You know, if you mess up again, then we have to move on.
You are terminated.
What's that noise going? You hear that noise?
Neva's probably watching TV.
Oh, okay.
So, how long did you want to make this episode, bro? Because I didn't start the stopwatch till 10 minutes in.
What's that at right now?
34. Well, it's technically 44.
Right.
Did you want to end this one and then just start another one? 2 short podcasts.
Yeah, because I kind of wanted to give people the information on what's going to happen. So that, and then we can do our lists next pod. Dope sauce. So.
Oh, also, I got an announcement to make.
Oh, what's the announcement?
So, coming up very soon on undeniablemisfortune.com, LJ's or Lowdown's WILDCARD EP will be dropping. The tentative release date is June 1st. Keep an eye out for it.
Bada bing. It's going to be, are we still trying to do that live thing? Are we still trying to do that? To go live and the people that go and watch the live get to hear it first?
Let's check it out.
Are we still trying to do that?
We can do that. I mean, I have all the songs already, and we can just stream it directly from my computer, through that cable thingy-ma-doober.
Right.
There. That thing you got there. What the fuck day does June 1st land on, anyways? I don't even research my own shit. Okay, June 1st lands on a Tuesday. So, yeah, we'll probably do it on the next podcast or something like that.
Yeah, we could do it. We could do it like that, or we'll talk to Grim because I know that he got that live event thing on the website. I don't know if he fixed what was going on with it.
Yeah.
If he did, then great. Then we can go on that live, and then we can listen to the album right here.
Or I can get an aux cable, hook it up to that thing, hook it up to the headphone jack there, and play the album and stream it directly there.
Well,
oh wait, it's got to go live though. Fuck.
Dropbox.
Oh yeah.
We have Dropbox on my phone.
Oh yeah.
What we could do, let's think. We could do it on your phone, and then we can go live on my phone, right? It'll be just we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna. If we
can get this kind of quality audio.
Yeah.
While we're live streaming.
I think we can.
I have a really expensive microphone right here. This Blue Yeti motherfucker. By the way, you didn't bring the snowball, but I forgot to remind you. Anyway,
yes.
Hey, the Blue Yeti that I have is when I bought it, it was $120. Okay, red was the cheapest one. Okay,
right.
So fucking now they're $200. I got a steal.
Right, stole it.
It was a steal. Yes. So like fucking, I used this one whenever I did a live stream on YouTube one time. I was playing guitar. You couldn't hear shit. It was garbled. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the audio coming from? So I did another one just to fuck around. And I'm tapping the microphone. And yes, audio is going to the microphone, but it sounds like shit. And I was like, what's going on here? I think it's a webcam. I don't know. I'm probably going to just get a new webcam and then just have everything come through there.
I just found something out, guys.
Yo.
I just found something out.
Uh-oh.
Holy shit.
What is it?
Oh man, I didn't know.
What is it, Batman?
I had no idea. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we can do this.
Do what?
I didn't know that he posted this shit on YouTube. This is 9mm shit with a new guy.
With a new guy.
Yeah. You know what? Let's shoot a song.
Okay.
This is
this bad or good?
This is D-Row, Camera Shy, produced by 9mm Beats, Madman album on YouTube. This is just in. This is a week ago. I didn't even know about it.
Damn, dude. I never know.
Respect, I don't ask for much. Fill up my cup, just don't fill me with sorrow. Let's treat today like there ain't no tomorrow. You looking lost, I'm someone you should follow. Trust but verify, yeah, that's the motto. I need incentive if you want my effort. I drive myself and I feel like a Tesla. Hours and hours of work and I can't stop. Your girl in my office, she giving me desktop. I'm out here balling, I'm never the mascot. I'm breaking ankles, you looking like Prescott. Over and over, I'm taking a last shot. And right off the rip, I done had this on deadlock. Right off the rip, I done had this on deadlock. It ain't no mystery, you can tell Sherlock. And by the end of this, you gonna learn that I'm getting twisted, more twisted than dreadlocks. I'm in this bitch with extenders and red dots. Line up for your picture, I'm taking headshots. You camera shy, I'm not shy with the camera. 9mm keep feeding my ears. We lighting it up like the first of the year. It's 2021 and we ain't stopping here. I'm gonna do what I want and I won't show no fear.
That's badass.
Wow.
Dude, I had no idea.
That's tight.
I had no idea that.
Massive props.
So guys, I guess 9mm produced a little album, I guess, or EP, posted it on YouTube, and the rapper is called D-Row, D-I-R-O. That song that you listen to right now is called Camera Shy, and I think the album is called Madman, M-A-D-M-A-N, and you can find it on his playlists on 9mm Beats playlists, and it's right here, bro. It looks like an album. There's a lot of songs on there, so I'm pretty sure it's an album. But bro, bars, man.
That was fire, man.
Fire shit. I didn't even
know. Called the Fire Marshal. This shit was hot.
Hey, 9mm, Cairo the Chosen, bro. You gotta tell me when you drop shit because I want to put it on the fucking podcast, dude.
Well, it happened on a week that we weren't even doing a podcast, so that's probably why we missed it.
I guess. But still.
Are you subscribed to him with the notifications bell turned on?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think so.
I am too.
Yeah. So
I probably saw it and was like, cool, I'll listen to this later, and then forgot.
Well, I saw him post shit on Instagram about it, but I was like, maybe it's just a project they're gonna do. They'll post it up later, and I'm gonna find out about it. Didn't even know that he posted that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. This is good.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah,
so
bro.
what I was thinking if we were gonna do something with Mosh Pit, or hell, even me and you again,
right?
We should not set a release date, but like schedule, like we did with your album, like be like, hey man, when we come over, we'll work on a song, or we'll work on 2 songs, whatever.
I think that's what we're gonna do.
And we'll just create like a schedule, but like a list of shit to do that day.
Right.
Like we do.
Right.
And I mean, we've knocked out fucking albums in weeks, dude.
Oh yeah. That's my idea. I'm gonna talk to Grim and see if he thinks it's a good idea. But honestly, I think Mosh Pit is going to be you and me.
I live the farthest away from both of y'all.
Yeah, that's whatever.
New Mexico.
I mean, we're still here. We're still talking and shit.
Word.
But
that's cool, man.
I think it's just gonna be you and me.
That's the cool thing about social media, because I probably would have never known about Grim if it weren't for that, for the internet. So thank you, internet, for not showing me shit I don't want to see.
Honestly, I'm gonna talk to Grim too. We need a logo. That's what we need as a logo.
Mosh Pit Mafia.
Mosh Pit Mafia.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I really like? I was telling Grim, there was a LJ logo that you sent, and it had lightning in the background.
Was it?
It was blue.
Was that That sounds like my Tempting Fate album cover.
I think that's what it was.
That was from 2009, if that's what it was. Let's see here.
I liked the style because it looked retro as fuck.
Yeah, whenever I was a teenager, I didn't know what the fuck to make for an album cover. So I went ahead and just stole images off of Google search. Like, I type in blue background lightning, and then I'd get my shit going and
Right.
be like, okay, that looks good enough. Where's my drawings folder? I have a lot of guitar porn in here. We'll get to that another day. So this is probably,
that one.
Yeah,
That's the one. That's the one. I was like, dude, that's fucking sick.
That was my first album in 2009.
It
I
looks-
was 21 years old, I think, or 22.
It's retro. That style is back in. That style is coming back up.
Notice the white line at the bottom?
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
Dude, it's sick.
When I was saving the album art, I shifted it upward just 1 pixel, and now that's permanently got a white line under it. But nobody knows it because whenever I'd cut them out, I'd cut out the white.
But we'll talk to Grim about it. But I really like that style, and I think Mosh Pit Mafia would be sick with that kind of font or like that style or whatever. And we'll work on some ideas or whatever, and we'll make it happen. But I'm thinking that it's gonna be you and me, boss. Like I can't deal with, oh yeah, I'll get it done, and then it never does.
Yeah. The way I did this, I did a blue background, put the LJ over it, and then I got the blue lightning one, and I faded them in like a movie maker program, and stopped it in the middle so that the LJ was real prominent and the lightning was going through it.
No shit. Hell yeah.
Mexican ingenuity.
We're gonna play another one of D-Ro's songs for the closing for this one. What's the time at where we have right now?
Daytime.
I think we shot another 20 minutes.
Just kidding. Etsy. I shop on Etsy a lot. We are at, I'm gonna say 53 minutes.
53 minutes. Yeah, we'll close out right now. Guys, you know who it is. This is MOSHCAST. This was episode 10.
Episode 10.
Bro,
or X if you're Roman.
If you want to fucking find us, we're on fucking YouTube. We're on our website. Our YouTube is MOSHCAST with LJ and Cy. And on our website, it's called undeniablemisfortune.com. Go on that website. Check us the fuck out. There's a lot of cool shit on there. Our albums. LJ's going to drop a new fucking EP. We have new merch out there. We have hot-ass fucking things that you need to know about. Subscribe to the website. You'll get emails of the new shit that drops. You can find our podcast on there. And like I said, go on YouTube and give us a like, give us a subscribe. You know who I am, Almighty Cy. You can find me on fucking Facebook and Instagram. And that's it. LJ, who the fuck are you, bro?
Lowdown. You can find me on Facebook as LJ Ruiz. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/lowdown505. That's LODOWN505. There's also a YouTube channel for my band KBX. It's youtube.com/KBXBAND.
Bang. Guys, check D-Ro out. 9mm has it on his fucking on his YouTube. DIRO. He has a new album called Madman. Fucking check that shit out. This is what it is right now. It's fucking hot. It's fucking sick. So give him a shout. Give him some love. Like his shit. Download his shit. Get his fucking merch if he has any. We'll figure this guy out. But that's it on episode 10. We'll see you next time on EP 11.
See
ya.
Peace.